Hey, series finders, welcome back. Today we're talking about those dangerously bingeable shows, the ones that are short enough to finish in a weekend, but powerful enough to haunt you for months. You know the type. Under 10 episodes, compact, lethal. And yes, all the streaming info is in that beautiful first pinned comment below, so check that out. Alright, let's dive into series that are short, but will absolutely wreck you in the best way possible. Okay, so starting off strong with something that feels like someone took a horror novel, a religious debate, and your worst existential crisis, threw them in a blender and poured out 7 episodes of pure dread. This show drops you on this dying island where everyone's basically given up on life, the church is falling apart, and hope is deader than my plant houses. Then, bam! Hot new priest shows up, and suddenly people are having religious experiences. Miracles are happening, and everyone's acting like they just found God's personal phone number. But here's the thing, and I cannot stress this enough, something is very wrong. Like deeply, cosmically, run for your life wrong. The miracles have this vibe that makes your skin crawl, and you're watching these people get swept up in this fervor while you're screaming at your screen like, no, don't drink the Kool-Aid. It's one of those shows where every episode ends and you're just sitting there staring at the wall, questioning your entire belief system. The horror isn't jump scares, it's philosophical dread mixed with genuine terror, and honestly, that priest's monologues will have you shook. If you love slow burn supernatural stuff that makes you think while also making you want to sleep with the lights on, this is your jam. That show is Midnight Mass, and that final sentence hits different after you've seen what faith can really do to people. Next up is something that sounds absolutely wild on paper, and somehow manages to be even wilder in execution. Picture this. Woman gets the worst medical news imaginable, like genuinely devastating diagnosis, and instead of doing the whole bucket list travel Europe thing, she decides to leave her husband and just explore. Extensively. Like Ma'am is out here reclaiming her entire existence one encounter at a time, and her best friend is just along for this absolutely unhinged ride providing commentary. Now I know what you're thinking. This could go so wrong. This could be cringy or exploitive or just uncomfortable. But somehow it works because it's honest and hilarious and oddly beautiful. The show doesn't shy away from the darkness, but it also refuses to be depressing, and that balance is chef's kiss. You're laughing your head off one minute, and then suddenly you're hit with this profound moment about mortality and living authentically, and you're like, wait, why am I crying over that scene? It's bold, it's fearless, it's definitely not for everyone. But if you want something that combines raunchy comedy with genuine heart and doesn't apologize for either, buckle up. This is Dying for Sex, and honestly, the title tells you exactly what you're getting into while somehow still underselling it. Alright, so imagine the most brutal, unforgiving Western you've ever seen. Strip away any romance or heroism and just leave the raw survival instinct, and you're getting close to what the show delivers. We're talking 1857 Utah, which for those who slept through history class means chaos, violence, and about 17 different groups all convinced they have divine rights to the same piece of land. There's Mormon militia, there's indigenous warriors protecting their territory, there's travelers who picked literally the worst time to pass through, and caught in the absolute middle of this nightmare is a mother and a kid and just trying to not die. This show does not sugarcoat anything. The violence is brutal, the landscape is merciless, and every character's operating on pure primal survival mode. It's the kind of Western where nobody's a hero. Everyone's morally complicated, and the land itself feels like another character trying to kill everyone. If you're used to those clean, noble Westerns where the good guys wear white hats, this will be a shock to your system. But if you want something that shows the actual blood and dirt and desperation of that era without flinching, this is 6 episodes of intense, visceral storytelling. That's American Primeval, and I promise you the primitive part is not an exaggeration. Oh man, okay, so this next one is based on a true story, which automatically makes it 10 times more disturbing because you know this actually happened. Our main guy is this former high school golden boy turned drug dealer who gets caught and sentenced to prison, and he's basically looking at a decade behind bars. But then the FBI shows up with the most insane deal. Go into a maximum security prison for the criminally insane, get close to this suspected serial killer, make him confess, and boom, you're free. Easy, right? Wrong. So wrong. Because this isn't just any serial killer. This is a guy who might be guilty or might be innocent, and our protagonist has to basically play the most dangerous psychological chess game of his life while surrounded by people who are legitimately terrifying. The tension is suffocating. Every conversation feels like a trap. You're watching these two men circle each other and you can't look away because the acting is phenomenal and the stakes are life and death. And you're never quite sure who's manipulating who. It's 6 episodes of pure psychological warfare, and by the end, your nerves will be shredded. Plus, and I'm not exaggerating, one of the performances in this is an absolute career-defining turn that will stick with you. This is Blackbird, and honestly, if you're not hooked by episode 1, check your pulse. And hey, real quick before we get to number 1, if you're vibing with these recommendations and you want more series to obsess over, do me a solid and smash that subscribe button. And hit the like button too, because it genuinely helps us keep bringing you these recommendations every week. We're all just TV lovers here trying to find our next obsession together, right? Okay, back to the list. And finally, we're closing out with something that took the entire world by storm for good reason, because this show is an absolute masterpiece. Cold War era, orphaned kid discovers she's a chess prodigy. And before you go, chess? That sounds boring. Stop. This show makes chess feel like the most intense, dramatic, heart-pounding thing you've ever witnessed. Our protagonist is brilliant, troubled, addicted, isolated, and watching her navigate the male-dominated chess world while battling her own demons is absolutely riveting. The cinematography is stunning, the period details are gorgeous, every match feels like a psychological thriller, and the character development is so good you'll be emotionally invested in chess games. Chess games! The show explores genius and loneliness and addiction and empowerment without ever feeling preachy, and the lead performance is the kind that defines careers. You'll finish all 7 episodes in one sitting, I'm calling it now. Whether you know anything about chess or not doesn't matter. This is about watching someone fight for their place in the world and overcome everything trying to drag them down. It's beautiful, it's intense, it's perfect. This is the Queen's Gambit, and yeah, you absolutely need to experience this one if you somehow haven't already. And there you have it, friends. 5 incredible series that prove you don't need 40 episodes to tell an unforgettable story. Each one of these will grab you by the throat and not let go until the credits roll. Remember, all the streaming details are waiting for you in that pinned comment, so no excuses. Let me know in the comments which one you're starting with, or if you've already seen any of these, because I need to know your thoughts. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one with more series to add to your ever-growing watch list. Until then, happy binging, and may your Wi-Fi be strong and your snacks be plentiful.